Hey, welcome back to EHS Concepts, Ways of Safety. Ryan again. Today, we're going to talk about one of the biggest gaps in safety culture. Training that doesn't stick. We've all seen it. Slide decks, the PowerPoints, the quizzes, compliance modules. Workers click through, pass the test, and they forget everything the next day. Or the next hour, even sometimes, depending on who they are, right? Or if they even care. The truth is, traditional training teaches rules, but immersive learning teaches belief. And again, belief is what drives culture. So, story time of always, right? I want to share the story from a logistics company I worked with. Now, they had quarterly training modules, mandatory, standardized, and delivered online. Now, workers passed every quiz. Leadership was proud. When I walked the floor, I saw shortcuts everywhere. PPE left unused, procedures skipped. And when I asked workers why, they said, we know the rules, but they don't feel real. And that's the danger of checking the box training. It informs, but it doesn't transform. So, working with this company, the company tried something different. They introduced immersive simulations. Instead of slides, workers stepped into VR scenarios. They experienced near misses in a safe environment. They felt the tension of a machine malfunction, and they had to make decisions in real time. Something changed for sure. Workers didn't just memorize, they internalized. They didn't just pass these quizzes. They carried those lessons into the field. And within 6 months, the incident rates dropped by 30%. Not because of more rules, but because of a deeper resonance. There's that meaning, right? So immersive learning works because it engages the senses, the emotions, the memory. When it's experimental, people learn by doing, not just by listening. And then you have the emotional side of this. Those stories and those simulations, well, they create connection. That's just what they do, right? They make things embedded, really, if you think about it. Because the lessons are tied to real roles, not these abstract slides, right? You get it, you're there. So traditional training, it's always going to be about compliance. But immersive learning, once again, is about culture. And culture is what keeps people safe, even when no one else is watching. So I like to do the case studies. A healthcare organization I advised introduced role-specific simulations. Nurses had this and they had to practice responding to patients and to patients' falls in a controlled environment. Now, maintenance and staff, they rehearsed emergency shutdowns with VR. The result? Engagement skyrocketed. And workers, they after all this training, they said, a lot of them said, I finally feel prepared for the real thing. And that's the difference. Immersive learning doesn't just tell you what to do. It makes you believe why it matters. It's a real thing that happens. So I like to wrap it up real quick. I like to have these things as quick as possible. So here's my challenge again. I'm going to leave you with today. And it's a question, of course. Are you training for compliance or for culture? Slides, they may check the box. But immersive learning builds belief. And belief is what makes safety stick. Thank you guys. Again, Ryan Rinehart. Thanks for listening. And remember, safety isn't taught in modules, it's lived in moments. Thanks for watching.